coming in from Dylan Bowker of My MMA News. Go ahead, Dylan.
Appreciate you taking my call. I'm just kind of curious with, Xiong Jing Nan clearing out the strawweight division. I think a lot of people maybe thought if Meng Bo got the victory, that could represent a contender. So to that point, would the next step be an atomweight title shot for Xiong Jing Nan against the winner of Stamp, Angela?
Yeah, I mean, I think people want to see the trilogy fight between Jing Nan and Angela. I will say that we have signed a bunch of strawweight, world-class strawweights, a real contender type of material. And we announced we signed several incredible female athletes in the strawweight division. So she has cleaned out the current strawweights, but there is a whole new slew of a whole army of new world-class strawweights that'll be a handful for Jing Nan. But I think, one of the things I think we would love to see is potentially the winner of, Angela and Stamp face Jing Nan. But again, I'd have to talk to the athletes. I really, we haven't, we just got done with the event. Plus, to be honest, like I don't know. I don't know what's Jing Nan used to knockout artists, come with huge gameness, real killer instinct. And her last two performances, it hasn't been the same Jing Nan. It's been very flat, very cautious and safe, which is not her nature as a person, as an athlete. And it's very surprising.
And also, just speaking of strawweight in a different combat discipline, I was kind of curious the status of that strawweight Muay Thai title, because when we were talking, you seemed keen on getting Jackie Buntan in that kind of a situation. Like, what do you think about that? Do you see like there being a rematch with Ekaterina for that inaugural title? Are there any tentative plans?
Well, first of all, I think I'm going to order an immediate rematch between Ekaterina and Supergirl, just because, again, as someone who's been doing Muay Thai for 35 plus years, I can tell you Ekaterina won that fight easily. I mean, it was not even close. So I just don't know what the judges were seeing, or, I have no idea what they were judging. Ekaterina rocked Supergirl twice, almost finished her. It was literally one punch, one kick away from finishing Supergirl. And mind you, Supergirl is super tough. I was so impressed with her warrior heart and staying power. But technically speaking, Ekaterina had more volume, more accuracy, and two near finishes. I just don't see how she lost that fight. But again, I'm not a judge. The judges have a tough job. I respect it. And at one, we do try to work with the very best judges across all disciplines from around the world. We fly them in, but at the same time, I know Muay Thai. There's one thing I know is Muay Thai. Ekaterina won that fight.
Appreciate the insights. Thanks so much.
Next up, we're going to go back to Dylan Bowker of My MMA News. Dylan, go ahead.
Thanks so much for taking my call. I was just kind of curious because I was seeing some reports going around from, Nieky Holzken about wanting to get back out there, and it seemed like something was kind of lined up in that regard. I'm kind of wondering what that next bout for Nieky would be, whether it's like a kickboxing.
Nieky's next fight has been signed, I believe. We just haven't announced it yet.
I guess that would be like a plan to like unfurl that on like a future show, something to that effect. Right?
I think he's signed to fight in February, if I'm not mistaken.
Well, fair enough. And also with much dialogue about one coming to the United States, I'm kind of wondering if any like preliminary work has been done for like a one championship event in Canada, because as a Canadian lad, I think that'd be fun.
We did briefly look at Canada last year in the middle of the pandemic as a potential place we could throw an event during the pandemic, but we eventually scratched it. I don't foresee a Canada event, for the foreseeable future. I definitely would love to go to Canada. Just right now, we haven't. We've just got so much on our plate on different countries, different priorities right now.
And also, just lastly here, I'm kind of wondering like what the situation is with Reug Reug. I only ask because there seemed to be so much momentum, and then kind of the shocking ending with Grushenko. Like, has there been any dialogue about getting Reug Reug back into the circle? Yes,
I believe Reug Reug has been offered a fight. I may be wrong, but yeah, of course, we definitely want to get him in there. He's definitely a viral sensation. He's obviously, you know, a monster. And he did have a controversial loss. Would love to see him back in action.
Appreciate the insights, Chatri. Thanks so much.
Thank you.
Next, we have